I'm going to do my best to explain functional overreaching in this video without using some kind of minutiae concepts that might not be super useful, but are kind of necessary to explain it. So I'm going to use an analogy. Say you've got a fridge full of food, and there's many ways that you could eat this food in your fridge and replenish the food. You could eat one meal and then go to the grocery store right after and get the food for the meal, so your fridge is always full. Not super efficient. You could eat every single item left in your fridge and then go to the grocery store. That's also bad. Or you could eat until your fridge is like kind of or almost empty, and then you could go to the grocery store. That last one is what functional overreaching is. So functional overreaching is this process of accumulating fatigue and then replenishing, resting. So you can think of the fatigue as empty space in your fridge. And you can think of going to the grocery store as wasted time. Or, it's not the greatest analogy for it, but you don't want to go to the grocery store all the time, basically. So what you're doing with functional overreaching is you're kind of like letting your stress build up, and then you're resting, you're deloading, and you're replenishing. So that's basically functional overreaching in a nutshell. Throughout the program, I'm going to put you in states of functional overreaching. So you're going to get progressively more fatigued as the season goes on. And that's okay. That's good. That's efficient. And you're basically going to get more and more tired as the weeks progress, and then I'm going to have you deload. I'm going to have you rest. I'm going to have you replenish. This is where the analogies align. I want you to eat some food. I want you to go to the grocery store. And yeah, I think it's kind of important to say this, because you're not always going to feel great for a session. If you fully recover after every session, that is mad inefficient. That is like you're definitely not training enough if you're feeling awesome for every single session, because that's like going to the grocery store after eating a single meal. It's no good. You want to get a bit tired. Now, you don't want to empty out your fridge. That's called non-functional overreaching. That's when you start to really deplete your energy reserves and become chronically stressed. That's really no good. You definitely don't want to starve. That's overtraining. So really what I'm shooting for is this pocket of overreaching by a margin that you can recover from and gain a pretty large adaptation. And to do it in this kind of cyclic way of like, I train for a few weeks, I get more and more tired, and then I recuperate, I deload, I rest, and I gain all the adaptation, is kind of the best way to do it, in my opinion.